Welcome back. Today's topic is CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and the contents are the introduction, the need for CSS, basic syntax and structure, and three different styles of CSS: inline style, embedding the internal style, linking external styles, and some background information like manipulating text, margin and padding, positioning using CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. Style define how to display HTML elements. Styles are normally stored in style sheets. Styles were added to HTML4 to solve a problem. Introduced external style sheets that can save a lot of work. External style sheets are stored in CSS files with an extension .css. Multiple style definitions will cascade into one. So these are some of the basic concepts about cascading style sheets. A very basic introduction. HTML is concerned primarily with content rather than the details of how that content is presented by browsers. Some of those elements, for example, code that specify presentation details or style. So here comes CSS coding. These presentation specifications can be more precisely and more consistently described with style sheets. A style sheet is a syntactic mechanism for specifying style information. The history of style sheet CSS. The first style sheet specification for use in HTML documents, dubbed Cascading Style Sheets version 1 or CSS1, which was developed in 1996 by the W3C consortium, and in mid 1998 the second standard, that is a version 2 of CSS2 was released, and CSS2 added many properties and property values to CSS1. CSS style sheets are called cascading style sheets because they can be defined at three different levels to specify the style of a document. Lower level style sheets can override higher level style sheets. So the style of the content of an element is determined in effect through a cascade of style sheet applications. So that we will see in our practical sessions. See, you have an HTML code, and the web page without CSS looks like a skeleton. Suppose you are adding style to that particular code or HTML web page, it will look like on the image on the right hand side. The appearance and look of the presentation or the display of the content is changed to a more presentable one. So that is the advantage of using CSS. The need for CSS. CSS describes the appearance, layout, and presentation of information on a web page. On the other hand, HTML describes the content of the page. CSS describes how information is to be displayed, not like HTML that displays the content. CSS can be embedded in HTML document or placed into separate .css file. A simple design language intended to simplify the process of making web page presentable is known as cascading style sheets. So it's a design language. We might have heard about programming language, markup language, etc. But CSS is known as design language. There is nothing to program. So here it comes with a markup language for giving the HTML elements a new appearance. So it is known as design language. CSS handles look and feel part of a web page. Using CSS you can control the color of the text, the style of fonts, the spacing between paragraphs, how columns are sized and laid out, and a variety of other effects. It is easy to learn and understand, but it provides a powerful control over the presentation on an HTML document. CSS is combined with the markup languages HTML and XHTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and HTML is XML version of HTML. XML X stands for XML in XHTML. Now we will see the syntax of CSS. CSS comprises of style rules that are interpreted by the browser and then applied to corresponding elements in your document. The style rule is made of three parts: selectors, properties, and values are those three parts. So selectors are any HTML element at which the style is applied. Two examples are h1 tag, the heading tag, or a table tag. You can take paragraph tag, p tag, anchor tag, hr tag, br tag, anything. So a property is a type of attribute of HTML tag. All HTML attributes are converted into CSS properties. They could be color, border, etc. And the value, that is a third part, that are values assigned to properties. One example is given here. Color property can have the value either red or the corresponding code hash ff0000, etc. Okay. So this is the style rule, and a simple example is given here. P open bracket font size colon x hyphen large semicolon background hyphen color colon yellow, and the curly bracket is closed. So three different parts are displayed here. In this demonstration, P is the selector, that is an HTML tag, it's a paragraph tag, and property and values are paired using a colon, font size colon x large, background color colon yellow, and these property value pairs are separated using semicolon. This is how a CSS style rule is applied on a selector. Here the selector is paragraph tag, p tag. XHTML style sheets are called cascading style sheets because they can define at three different levels to specify the style of a document. Lower level style sheets can override higher level style sheets. A style is a set of formatting instructions that can be applied to a piece of text. Now we will see which are the three different style types in CSS. Styles can be defined at three different levels. Within a single HTML tag, you can apply styles that are known as inline styles in the head section and apply to the whole document that are global styles, otherwise known as internal style sheet or internal styles or document level styles. On the other hand, you can link a particular external style sheet file to your web page. In external files, that can be applied to any document by including the URL of the file. Those style sheets are known as external style sheets. First, we will see what are inline styles. So, inline styles, the style attributes are specified along with the HTML element. Every tag has a style attribute. This can be assigned a style definition. A style definition is a list of property value pairs. A property is separated from its value by a colon. A property value pair, suppose there are more property value pairs, then those value pairs are separated by semicolon and the list is delimited by quotation mark. We will see an example here. And a property value pair is also called a declaration. Inline styles only affect the text contained in the tag. Now we will see one example here. See, in this example, P, that is a tag here, HTML tag we have used is P tag, that is paragraph tag, and a style attribute is specified here and a value is assigned. Look at the value. Some informations are enclosed in double quotes. Font hyphen family sans serif, semicolon, color colon red. So two different properties and value pairs are there. Font family is the first property. The value associated with the font family is sans serif. And the second property is color. Red is the value associated with that. So inline styles are having higher precedence than embedded or external styles or linked styles used for one-time overrides and style a particular element. Bad styles are avoided whenever possible. See here, in our HTML code, the code starts with HTML tag followed by head and title tag. Then our body tag comes. Inside body and slash body, we have specified two different tags along with its styles declaration. So inline style specifications are given for h3 tag and p tag. You can see over here h3 tag and p tag is having style attributes. So h3 is style attribute values are color colon 0000ff, font family Comic Sans MS, and style example is the message there as the heading, followed by a paragraph tag and style attribute values are color ff0033, font family Courier, and font size 12. These are the specification for paragraph. So this paragraph should be displayed in a particular color using the color code ff0033, that is a value, color code value. Otherwise you can give a red, blue, green, yellow, orange, light gray, black, such colors you can specify. Otherwise you can use the color code over here. Font family is selected as Courier and font size will be 12 instead of the default specification of the text display. Now the paragraph tag will give this particular color and a font family Courier and font size with 12 pixel will be given. The next type of style sheets are internal styles. These are placed at the top of each web page document before any of the content is listed. This is the next best thing to external style because these are easy to find and allow you to override an external style sheet. You can define the style at top of the page in the head section by using a style tag. We will see how it is included in a web page. A style can be defined in the head of the document using the style tag. The style declaration is placed inside a comment, so it can be ignored by older browsers. Suppose some of the browsers are not compatible with style specification, you can avoid that by putting it in comment section. Each style rule consists of the name of an element, that is a selector, followed by a list of property value pairs enclosed in curly bracket. Let us see an example. So in our HTML head and head section is there. So an example of an internal style sheet is the comment given there. So inside style tag and slash style tags, h1 is the selector here. So h1 for all the heading tag with the higher size h1. Color is set to blue and font size is set to 28 pixel. So whenever you are using h1 tag in your web page, the color will be blue and the font size will be 28 pixel. So that is how the style sheet for h1 works here. So in our body, another one comment is there. Large headings are labeled h1 followed by a heading John Adam, that is a message there. So it will be John Adam will be look or displayed in blue color and with a size of 28 pixel. Okay, so this is how inline style sheets are included inside style tag in the head section. The third type is external style sheets. Provides uniform look and feel. These are separate files full of CSS instructions with the file extension .css. When any web page includes an external style sheet, its look and feel will be controlled by the CSS file unless you decided to override a style using one of the other two types. So external style sheets are very simple and easy to include in a web page by using a link element or link tag. We will see how external style sheets are added to a web page. Styles can be declared in separate files called style sheets. A style sheet file is having an extension .css. Don't forget that. A style sheet is linked to a web document by including the following line in the head section. So again, it should be included in the head section. Link rel equal to style sheet, type is equal to text slash CSS, and href, that is a hyperreference for the CSS file. You need to provide the path name associated with the CSS file. So REL specifies the type of link being used. So it's a style sheet link. Href specifies a hyperlink to the style sheet file. Type specifies the MIME type of the data, and text bar CSS describes the cascading style sheet type. Suppose you are using a JavaScript instead of CSS file, you have to specify text slash JavaScript instead of text slash CSS for cascading style sheet files, that we will see later. Embedding style sheets by using style. Here in the head section, in the scriptlet, you need to look at the scriptlet. In the head section, style element is specified and the type is equal to text slash CSS. P and H2 tags are customized by using some of the properties of paragraph and H2 tags. So style tag is closed here. So this is a simple example for internal style specification. Okay, so we can copy those style specification and put it in an external a simple notepad and save it as a CSS file. Then you can add this external style file to your web page. Here CSS code can be embedded within the head of HTML file, and this is not that a good practice. So everyone is trying to include external style sheets in all of their web pages. We will see how this can be converted as an external style sheet specification or a CSS file. So this is a simple example for a CSS file. The file name is stylish.css. Stylish is any user identified name, or it's a user identifier, stylish, and the extension is .css. That is the only important thing we need to consider. .css extension, we need to give that extension. Two selectors are here, body and h1, and body tag is having a particular attribute background hyphen color, and that background color is set to white. Semicolon is specified, curly brackets are closed. For the second selector, that is the h1, color is red and font size is 24 pixel. Okay, so this is saved as stylish.css. How we can add this particular stylish.css to a web page, that we will see now. So including stylish.css in your web page, to include the external style sheet stylish.css file, we have to include a link for it within the head section for our blank web page. So in the scriptlet, in head section, link tag is specified. REL is equal to style sheet, that is optional. Type is equal to text slash CSS, and the hyperreference or hyperlink associated with the CSS file is specified. So it is available in the current working directory. No need to specify a path information. You can directly place the name of the file. So href is equal to stylish.css. So this is the particular way to link an external style sheet to your web page. It will work. Now in the body section, h1 is having a message or a value, John Adam. Spelling mistakes are there, no need to worry. So it will look like the color will be red and font size will be 24 pixel. So in stylish.css we have specified h1 selector color is equal to, or color colon red and font size 24px. So John Adam will be in red color with a 24 pixel size. Okay, so these are some of the informations related to cascading style sheets. Thank you.